Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's Natalie. I have another card for you today using the Poppy Garden paper collection. This is the embossed die cuts. They are just gorgeous. Paper Rose also has the cut aparts, which is a thicker pack of different embellishments that you can add, but you do need to cut them out. These are not perforated, what do they call it? They sort of cut out, you just have to pop them out a little bit. They're stuck together by a tiny thing of paper. So I'm using the envelope, I'm using the Window 3 die and the Sending Love and Hugs Sentiment die. I'm also using the Bouquet Builder, as you can see there. So we're going to cut the window out of quite a few. I think I do like 5 or 6, like a lot. This is a little piece of the paper. We're going to cut the envelope out of that. And the shadow of the Sending Love is going to be cut out of this paper. For some reason, at this point, I'm trying to make sure that I've got it all up the right way. But you don't need to do it at this point. But at some point, you do need to make sure it's all up the right way. Heaven knows we've all done that before, haven't we? Yes, well. So this is a little slither of the paper that I've used for something else. I'm just going to use it. Strictly speaking, you've got a line down the center that is off center. It's not down the center, it's off center of the window, as you can see here. But it's okay, we're going to hide it. It's all good. It's all good. I will cut around with a knife and cut out that extra corners. I've got this poppy paper which is cut to 14.4 centimeters by 10 centimeters, and as you can see there, I've already cut out my die for my envelope. I'm just trying to get an idea of where I want to place things. Now you could also use brown cardstock or even brown ink to go around the edge of your window frame, of course, but I quite liked having a little bit of extra white in there. But it's each their own. I'm going to lay that down flat on my card base with some craft glue. I am a glue chick. I'm not really terribly good with double-sided tape. I do find that double-sided tape, I don't know why. I've been told it's humidity. It doesn't, not that we're humid at the moment, but it can be a little bit unreliable. I die cut my Sending Love and Hugs from some black cardstock that already had some double-sided tape on the back of it. So I've peeled that off and adhered that down on my pattern paper. Stick my little window down. Now he's quite raised, but I really wanted him to stand out and give a little bit extra. This is Paper Rose Navy ink, and I'm just using silicone matte, just going around the edges. I'm avoiding the poppies, as you can see there, and just trying to work behind it. Because, you know me, I decide I want to do something and change something around a little bit later on. And the corner of the silicone mat works perfectly, fitting into my envelope there and helping me get ink, just to define the back of the envelope to the front. I have used a little bit of double-sided tape. Now this is double folded over, so it's double the height of my normal foam tape, which is going to help support my envelope on the side there. And I've got glue behind the rest of it. It's got a little bit of wiggle room. I just wanted to stick that little panel there, stick him down a little bit so he can stand out a little bit more. And more definition between the two layers of the envelope. A sentiment, and isn't this die cut really pretty? I didn't want to hide the butterfly down the bottom. He's just really cute. I will put a little bit of foam underneath the hugs. Again, double-sided, double thickness, and then this way it's going to support that underneath the rest of the sending love. And underneath, what's the word? I've lost the plot now. Because we've raised up the envelope with double the thickness of foam, we need to put a little slip underneath the hugs because it's overlapping, it's going off that envelope. Doing a little bit of surgery with my embellishment. He's just too pretty and he needed to be able to see him by himself. So I'm just figuring out my placement here. I'm using a little bit of the Paper Rose liquid glue and I've just decanted that into a little bottle. I find it really good and fine tip to getting into those little die cuts, the little intricate dies, things like that when you're gluing them down. This is die cut or glued on flat, and then I'm just still trying to get his placement because the glue has a little bit of wiggle room. I will tell you at this point in time, I haven't put an extra, like in the center of my window to support my envelope, I have not put a little bit of foam. At off camera, I do that. So make sure you do that to support him in the center here. The bouquet builder, I nearly didn't use it, but I felt like it just needed something. And there was a lot of blue, so it had a little bit of an opportunity to bring it a little bit more of the blue. So that's navy ink that we used on the envelope, and I'm using walnut stain for the center of my bouquets. I am just sort of leaving the bottom half a little bit darker for a little bit of interest, a little bit something different. So that gives me an added little bit of blue, because generally speaking they go in threes or uneven numbers. So if it's 5, 3, it's just not, generally speaking, 2. You could go 2 lots of 3. You can do 2 flowers, 2 flowers, 2 flowers. But aesthetically, it's more pleasing to the eye to have, I'm losing my flower, to have a group of 3. And this is where I love cutting up my embellishments. Any flowers or anything else. Getting a little bit of more bang for your buck. And this is pretty much going to be my card for today. So I hope you like it. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button so you'll get notified, hit the bell I should say, and then you'll get notified of when I upload more videos. And it just really helps the channel to grow. So leave a comment down below if you've got any questions or anything at all. Be nice. Be nice. We're always nice on this channel. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.